Z.
Good afternoon, everyone. UK 5688, and Emirates Platinum, and one more Nickel and Sapphire.
When did that become a thing? Is that from Paris? Is that what started it? We've just been spending our time down here in Adelaide this weekend. I haven't been to Adelaide for about... Now, I didn't fly myself down here to Adelaide, even though we have got Echo Yankee Zulu on the channel now. And thank you to everybody who's watched that video about the new Cirrus aircraft, which I just bought. Really excited to share that with you. And the feedback's been amazing. Everyone who said congratulations, everyone who asked me questions about it, everyone who was just really complimentary and supportive for me throughout this whole thing. I just want to say thank you. You guys rock. Like I say, we've just been in Adelaide for the weekend, just down here celebrating Jackie's birthday actually. I put a message up on Instagram on Monday this week just to say if anyone wants to wish Jack a happy birthday, please do so. To everyone who did that, thanks. We were really blown away actually. It's really kind, all the feedback that we got. She had a great birthday. We did a lot of wine tasting, but we are heading back to Melbourne again today, flying back home with Qantas. Now, I want to share with you a couple of tips and my thoughts on the best use of your frequent flyer points if you've been building up frequent flyer miles with Qantas. What should you spend them on? What shouldn't you spend them on? I've got some thoughts in the plane, which I'll share with you in a little while. But first, I think I'm meeting Jack. I think she's at the markets. Hello. I know one of my old flying instructors, Dave O'Connell, sometimes watches these vlogs. If you're watching, mate, I didn't know you opened up a butcher's. Nice one. Don't need to fix up your hair. Okay. We're just spending a few moments in this massive lounge here in Adelaide before jumping on our flight in about 15 minutes time. This is one of many bits of hand luggage that we're taking home to Melbourne with us. We went to quite a few wineries the last few days. What did you buy? All the way. So there's many different ways that you can use your frequent flight points. You can obviously use them for booking flights. You can use them for buying things in the Qantas shop. Of being able to fly in business class. I'm not complaining for a second, but interesting that the business class meal includes something that you'd probably put in a kid's packed lunch. So there are probably three things that you can do with your Qantas frequent flyer points when you want to spend them. The first of all is spend them on shopping, like Qantas shopping, things that you can buy on the store online. The second thing is use it for obviously paying for flights. You can do points plus pay, or just use points outright to pay for a flight instead of putting down cash. And the third one is upgrades, and that's what we've done today. So we paid from Adelaide to Melbourne, we paid 20,000 Qantas frequent flyer points to upgrade from a regular Qantas Red e-deal ticket to the business class ticket. So start with shopping. If you want to buy a Qantas gift card online, you can get a $250 Qantas travel card, and that's going to cost you 49,050 points. So if you do the calculations, it's basically 49,050 divided by $250. It's going to cost you 196 frequent flyer points for every dollar of value you get. Now you can look at a few other gift cards there. The Hoyts gift card you can get on the Qantas store, that's going to cost you 15,880 points, they're 159 points per dollar. And the $100 iTunes gift card, that's 17,480 points, or 175 points per dollar value you get. So that's a fairly expensive way of using your points. Now what if you want to use the points just to pay for a flight so you're not actually putting cash down? So take this flight we're doing now. A standard red deal from Melbourne to Adelaide on return is $135, or if you just want to use points, that's going to cost you 20,000 frequent flyer points, or basically 148 points for every dollar value you get. Slightly better value, you're getting more dollar value for the points you're using than you would do if you're shopping, but it's still quite an expensive way to use your points. But then you look at upgrades, and that's what I like doing. I like using my points for upgrades for things like this, for business class, not because of the food or anything like that, but because of the seat, the comfort that you get travelling. And you guys, if you've watched the channel for a while, know I like flying business class. I'm 6'2", and a bit of extra comfort is nice. Now I know this is a 1 hour flight, and before you say, oh, it's not worth using your points on a 1 hour flight, just do the maths for a second. It's 10,000 points per person for the upgrade. So those 10,000 points divided by the $636 means you're only paying 15.72 points for every dollar you get. And you can start to see really quickly that if you can get the upgrades, using your points for an upgrade to business class on one of these Qantas flights probably gives you the best value you can get from your Qantas frequent flyer points. I don't like fruit in my food.
Welcome to Melbourne, where the local time is 6:49.
First off, did you just put a chocolate in your mouth? I wanted to do this big thing about being the first off the plane, and you just put a chocolate in your face.
Got chocolate in my face and I got my music playing.
Okay.
Hello guys, how are we going? But as a general basis, yes, they will be.
So that's the new store I was talking about here at Melbourne Airport. It's the only one I've seen actually. I don't know if there's any others in other airports, but you can use your Qantas frequent flight points to buy products in that store just like you can on the website. Apparently he was just saying some products in there are cheaper than buying online. I'm going to go home and do a little bit of research just to see which products are, but it could be worth a look if you're in Melbourne.
It had to be done. It had to be done.
How are you, mate?
How are you, sick?
Did you miss us? Did you miss us?